Poo balls. Yes, poo balls might be the thing that brings down Meghan Markle's entire Australian wellness retreat. Not a scandal, not a legal issue, not even bad press, but poo balls. I know it sounds very strange, but stay with me. I will explain everything. Meghan is heading to Australia, and one of her biggest agenda items is promoting her brand as ever at a wellness retreat in Sydney called Her Best Life Retreat, a luxury weekend by the ocean that promises transformation, healing, and growth. But there is so much that's wrong with this retreat.
For this 5-star VIP experience, and I guess it's 5-star if it means dropping 3,000 to watch Meghan talk about herself, you cannot have a room for yourself, which means that you might have to share a room with a total stranger. But it gets better. They cannot guarantee 2 beds. So yeah, you might end up sharing those 2 or 3 nights with a complete stranger on a queen-size bed.
And the more you dig into this retreat, the more questions start piling up. Who is actually running it? Is Meghan personally involved or just lending her name to it? And, most importantly, is anyone getting their $3,000 worth?
Meghan Markle would like you to spend $2,200, $2,288 in fact, to spend time with her. You can, if you lock down an early bird ticket, you can get it for $1,900.30. And for this, you can see her at a luxury retreat in Australia, where she will be headlining some gathering of women for the podcast. This is not her podcast, quote, Her Best Life.
This retreat is a premium one, as each participant is expected to pay around $3,000 for a short session with Meghan, along with what is being advertised as a wonderful experience. Activities are supposed to include wellness exercises like yoga, with instructions reportedly given by Meghan Markle herself, and relaxation time by the pool.
So Meghan's charging 3,000 Aussie dollars if people want to hear her speak at Her Best Life retreat in Sydney. Apparently there's going to be yoga, motivational speaking, manifestation workshops. And here's the real kicker. Those who purchase VIP tickets, they'll be privy to a group table photo with the Duchess and seats in the front 2 rows for the gala dinner. And VIPs will also get an exclusive goodie bag and a premium ocean view hotel room where this retreat is being held.
However, things are beginning to turn for the worse. The event, which Meghan has reportedly been looking forward to since the beginning of the year, is already being described as chaotic and disappointing. Critics argue that wherever Meghan goes, controversy tends to follow, so the situation unfolding here is not surprising to them. The retreat is set to take place at the Intercontinental Coogee Beach, which is supposed to be a prime location, but there is a major issue that Meghan and the organizers did not properly consider. The pool, spa, and leisure deck, which are key attractions for the event, are currently closed, and there is no confirmed reopening date before the retreat.
She's not going to turn up. Apparently the hotel, they've barely even finished the swimming pool, right. So it's a complete sort of building site.
So they're basically going there probably in the pay of the people who've developed the wellness centre to bring some publicity to the wellness centre so they can do some business. I bet you that's what it is.
For an event that heavily promoted these features, this is a serious problem. Attendees who paid expecting a relaxing poolside experience may end up disappointed. It is being claimed that many people signed up for it, but people are skeptical of that claim. Well, even if people signed up, I guess they'll be hoping to relax and network, but now those expectations may not be met. And if that was not enough, there is an even more shocking issue. Beaches around Sydney have reportedly been dealing with what are being called poo balls. These contain substances like cooking oils, soap residue, and human waste, making the beaches unsafe and unpleasant.
What started in Coogee has now spread. Several more eastern suburbs beaches tonight closed after mysterious balls washed ashore. Where they came from, still unknown. What they are made of is still under investigation. But beachgoers today were undeterred.
Because of this, several beaches have been closed. On top of that, there is the issue of the strong and unpleasant smell. No one in their right mind would want to pay $3,000 for a luxury retreat only to deal with that kind of environment. Imagine paying for luxury and ending up with nothing but discomfort.
They're the mysterious black balls now closing even more of our favourite beaches. Thousands of pieces of debris from the size of marbles to tennis balls originally detected at Coogee Beach on Tuesday.
And even the people of Australia do not want Meghan Markle to come to their country because of the controversy surrounding her previous visit. There were claims that she expected to be paid for coming to Australia and meeting the public, and that perception did not sit well with many people. This has pushed many Australians to speak out and sign petitions stating clearly that they do not want her visit and do not want the government to spend taxpayer money on her or her trip. Thousands of people have already seen and signed these petitions.
But I will tell you that lots of Australian viewers of the Mark Dolan show don't want to see Harry and Meghan. The reason
100%.
why it went down well in 2018, Paul, is because the Australian public didn't know Meghan Markle very well. Well, they know her now. And what do they know her to be? A gold-digging grifter.
So it raises a serious question. Who would want to attend an event in a country where a large number of people have already rejected the person hosting it? Because of this growing backlash, the retreat could end up being canceled altogether. But the problems do not end there. The event organizers are reportedly facing serious financial struggles. The retreat was organized by Gemma O'Neill, who likely believed that involving Meghan would make the event a huge success.
One of the speakers that will be joining us in person on the weekend, I am beside myself about, because I have admired this woman and what she has endured, how she's risen above it, and how she has demonstrated how a woman can be pushed down and she can still rise. And that person is Meghan, Duchess of Sussex.
Now here is where things get really messy. Organizer Gemma O'Neill is drowning in debt. We are talking 543,000 Australian dollars in outstanding tax debt alone. And on top of that, another 3,000 owed to an accounting firm. Her talent business, the Jimmy Agency, quietly went into voluntary liquidation back in November 2025. And when administrators came knocking on February 20th asking about repayment, O'Neill reportedly told them straight that she had no savings, barely any income, and a failed attempt to refinance her beachside Sydney apartment. So to summarize, the woman charging people $3,000 a ticket to live their best life cannot currently afford her own. What was meant to be her way out of financial trouble has now turned into an even bigger problem. Her goal was to generate enough income from the retreat to stabilize her finances, but with the facilities unavailable and the beaches closed, that plan is falling apart. This raises a serious question. Will this event even hold under these conditions? And if it does not, why would Meghan still go ahead with the trip? Even if the retreat eventually holds, it could still be a disaster. Guests who have already paid a high price may end up receiving far less than what was promised. For example, attendees are expected to share rooms with strangers despite paying premium prices. Meanwhile, nearby hotels reportedly offer better deals, such as around $872 for 2 nights, with full access to amenities. In comparison, this retreat costs nearly 3 times as much while offering fewer benefits, many of which may not even be available due to the current issues.
You pay about $3,000, you get a photo with Meghan at some big table with a million other people.
Yeah.
You get a photo with Meghan, and then you get the opportunity to, be in the same room with her, and she'll talk to people about... She's not going to turn up. Apparently the hotel, they've barely even finished the swimming pool, so it's a complete sort of building site.
In essence, people may be paying more just to be uncomfortable, all for a brief chance to see Meghan and possibly speak with her. Even that access to Meghan may not be what was promised. Guests are expected to sit rows away during events, including dinner, meaning the opportunity for personal interaction may be extremely limited. Instead of the promised one-on-one conversations, attendees may only get group photos and distant interactions. What is being marketed as an intimate hangout may turn out to be nothing more than waving from a distance and smiling for the camera.
Imagine paying well over $2,000 for a so-called luxury retreat where the main attraction is a group photo and a short fireside chat with Meghan Markle.
While all of this is happening, Meghan herself is expected to enjoy a completely different experience. While guests deal with shared rooms and unavailable facilities, she would reportedly be staying in top-tier hotels, enjoying first-class travel, high security, and full comfort. This creates a stark contrast between her experience and that of the attendees. While guests struggle, Meghan would be enjoying a premium experience funded indirectly by their payments. At this point, the possibility of cancellation is increasing every day. The organizers are facing financial difficulties, the venue is not fully ready, and the event is attracting negative attention instead of positive publicity.
Honestly, who would pay $3,000 for quotes like, "You have to anchor yourself in your own knowing," or "My bacon brings all the boys to the yard"?
What was supposed to be a luxury wellness retreat is now being seen as a potential disaster. It is overpriced, poorly organized, and failing to deliver on its promises. There you have it, why Meghan's wellness retreat in Australia might be canceled. But nothing is confirmed yet. We never know. There might not even be a single empty seat. What are your thoughts on all of this? Would it be clever to cancel or postpone the retreat because of these issues, or should it go ahead despite the circumstances? Let us know in the comment section, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video.